Welcome to Thick Boy Fight News. Let's dive in. Saturday afternoon, Most Valuable Promotions put out a lengthy press release announcing that the August 6th fight between Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman Jr. has been canceled. The bout, scheduled to take place in New York City's Madison Square Garden, reportedly fell through due to alleged weight deception on Rahman Jr.'s part, and the promotion in good faith could not continue with the fight. MVP and Jake Paul will not reward someone that has conducted themselves in such deceiving and calculated manner. Therefore, MVP is left with no choice but to cancel the August 6th event. Jake Paul took to his personal Instagram account to relay the news firsthand. According to Paul, he had already granted Rahman Jr. an extra 5 pounds over the original agreed weight.
Alrighty, folks, emergency press conference. You may have seen the news. Hasim Rahman Jr. has pulled out of the fight. This is not a joke. I am devastated. I cannot fucking believe this. Here's what happened. Long story short. So he signed a contract to fight me at 200 pounds and was going to cut the weight down to 200 pounds. This is not a big cut for him, right? He's a big guy with a ton of weight to lose. So he sent a video into the commission the first time he weighed in at 216 pounds. The commission wanted to track his weight cut to make sure he was doing it in a healthy way. 3 weeks later, the commission asked him for an update on his weight. He sends a video weighing 215 pounds, meaning in 3 weeks, he only lost 1 pound. So the commission was like, hey man, you're not cutting the weight properly. We don't want you to lose it all in the last day. We're gonna have to change this fight to 205 pounds. My team calls me up. They're like, hey, man, do you want to change? They want to change the weight to 205 pounds. I said, no problem. Let's do it. I know I can still beat his ass at 205 pounds. And that was that. We move forward. And then today, out of nowhere, his team calls and says, Hasim's not going lower than 215 pounds. If the fight's not at 215 pounds, then we're pulling out. My manager goes, fuck you guys. You're not in control of this. We already agreed to 5 more pounds. A 10-pound weight cut for a heavyweight is nothing. This is clearly an excuse. So they say, okay, the fight's not at 215, we're out. The biggest payday of his life times 10, and he's fumbling it. For what? Because he knows he's gonna get knocked out by me. The pressure starts to set in, and it's exactly what happens with all of these guys.
In a series of tweets, Rahman Jr. defended himself and put the blame for the canceled bout on Paul. Responding to a tweet from boxing reporter Dan Rafael, Rahman Jr. expressed that the fight was called off before he could get a fair chance to cut the weight. Why am I weighing in 2 and 3 weeks before the fight, Daniel? I didn't even get a chance to hit the scale on 8-5 like the contract said. How the fight off on me when they canceled the event? Responding to a fan suggesting the bout takes place as catchweight between 200 and 214 pounds, Rahman Jr. said, Jake don't want that. He'll only take the fight if I agree to 200 or 205. Like we both said, I was 215 yesterday and I'm getting fined 25% per pound. Keep the money. I'm good with knocking him out. Rahman Jr. finished his string of tweets by simply saying, time gonna expose this boy. Trust me. At the UFC 277 post-fight press conference, Dana White had some other theories on why the fight between Paul and Rahman Jr. had been scrapped. I think they sold under $1 million in tickets and it cost $500,000 to turn the fucking lights on at Madison Square Garden. That's what I think, not to mention hotel rooms in New York and transportation and everything else is very expensive. UFC 277 saw Amanda Nunes recapture the bantamweight title and her double champ status after she defeated Juliana Pena Saturday night in a 5-round unanimous decision. The fight inspired Conor McGregor to tweet a series of voice notes comparing the Nunes-Pena series to his fights with Nate Diaz.
It's mad to me the similarity of last night's ladies bantamweight world title fight rematch to mine and Diaz, the McGregor Diaz fight. Fight number 1, the highly touted, the goat of the sport. Me, Amanda Nunes, just sheer toughness, willingness to fight, and caught off guard. Eats a couple of shots, gives a couple of shots, then he eats a couple of shots, then the tide turns, then gets choked. Now the return, the rematch. You know, confidence on the other side, tenacity, toughness, all that's still there. More focused work on the on Amanda Nunes' side, my side. You know, and even at the end of the reason I'm even saying this originally is because I'm neither side. I'm a fan of both women. I'm a huge fan of both those women, Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena, and everyone that steps inside that fucking octagon, to be honest, and makes the walk. But at the end of the original bout, so I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. And then again, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Juliana says it, and then the fight goes the exact same way in the second fight. Drop multiple times, just better prepared. Cracks the shots, gets the drop multiple times, but then the toughness just still there. It's still in Amanda's face, still in my face. Some fights they're iconic mixed martial arts bouts that we're all lucky to witness. And it's mad that, you know, double champ. I'm not surprised. I don't know. It's a mad old scene.
Calabasas fight companion and guest and former UFC heavyweight Matt Mitrione gave his exclusive UFC 277 fight reaction to the Thick Boy Fight News team after the main card ended.
I thought that Brandon Moreno looked really good, man. He was aggressive. He's very efficient as far as striking goes. I thought he had great distance on his jabs, very well prepared like he always is. So I don't think that was much of a surprise. Then after that, I think that I really thought Juliana Pena was going to win. I thought she was going to put on a hell of a show. And she did, as far as her gall and her grit, but she got her ass beat pillar to post. That's tough. Everybody goes through it. I got my ass beat pillar to post by Ryan Bader, so I get it. Everybody's on the bad side sometimes. Tonight just wasn't her night, or tonight was really Amanda Nunes' night. She looked great. She looked fantastic, and she beat that ass.
The UFC's #1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter, Kamaru Usman, has secured his first movie role, a guest appearance in Marvel's Black Panther 2. Former UFC double champ and current UFC commentator Daniel Cormier first broke the news during the UFC 277 weigh-ins, and sources confirmed that news with MMAfighting.com on Friday. Usman's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, sent out a series of tweets congratulating his client, the welterweight champ. Never listen to nobody who says you can't dream, because this young boy from Nigeria, his dreams are coming true. All you have to do is work hard. At Usman. Past weeks have been great for Usman. He's in thousands of gas stations across the country with Monster Energy. By next week, he's going to be in Walmart worldwide with Pro Subs. Today, it was made official. He's going to be in the next Marvel Studios Black Panther. He finished by tweeting a bold statement, putting Usman at the top of 3 weight classes. And he's the baddest man on the planet, #1 pound for pound. He is the best welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight until anyone proves otherwise. The exact details surrounding Usman's role in the film are unknown. However, fans can see him in action on November 11th when the film hits theaters, and August 20th when he defends his title against Leon Edwards. Looking for more original MMA content? Check out the rest of Thick Boy YouTube. Exclusive interviews, opinion, and fight analysis is available weekly on The Shab Show, Food Truck Diaries, and Fight Night Flashbacks. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the action.